There were two people charged in the same murder. A jury found one of them not guilty, but not Jimerson. A judge ruled his case a mistrial because the jury could not come up with a unanimous verdict. After 3 days of deliberations, Maurice's family says this has been an emotional roller coaster, and they're not done fighting yet. Sonia Holmes hits the road for a meeting she's been desperately waiting for.
I'm nervous, I'm anxious, I'm overwhelmed.
It's the first time she'll see her son Maurice Jimerson in person in more than 2 years.
That's a long time, and I know once I get there, I won't be able to take my eyes off of it.
The destination, a courtroom inside the Dougherty County Jail. Albany police arrested Maurice in 2013 for murder. For more than 10 years, he's waited behind bars for its court date, never convicted of the crime. One of the longest pretrial detentions in American history.
His constitutional rights have been violated, and no one has paid attention. They put him in there and they forgot about it.
In response to profiling her son's story on Atlanta News First in April, an attorney agreed to represent him for free, scheduling this hearing to ask a judge to dismiss the case, citing delays violate Maurice's Sixth Amendment right to a speedy trial. A jury acquitted 2 of his co-defendants years ago.
So I'm old-fashioned, and I think that people should be convicted of a crime before they're punished.
This is an unprecedented case. This is about a core constitutional right, the right to a speedy trial and the right to due process. And when you see people denied that right, the public needs to know about it.
Maurice took the stand too, explaining how detention impacted his mental health.
So how long did you spend without seeing the sun?
2 years, 3 years.
District Attorney Gregory Edwards says the delays were not his fault, blaming COVID-19 and a flood in the courthouse among the reasons.
The bulk of the delay was something beyond the control of anybody.
We've been making every effort to bring him to trial, so simple as that.
After a full day of arguments, the judge decided not to let Maurice free.
I wanted to touch him, and I still can't touch him. And I'm overwhelmed. You know I get overwhelmed.
But that's not the end of Maurice's story. 10 days later, his long-awaited trial begins.
A trial, ladies and gentlemen, is a search for the truth, whatever that may be.
The DA telling the jury there's a witness who told investigators he saw Jimerson at the fatal shooting.
That information is enough for you beyond a reasonable doubt to find these defendants guilty.
His defense attorney reminding the jury that witness later recanted his story, admitting he lied.
No cell phone location, no DNA, no fingerprints. Only one eyewitness who recanted his testimony.
After 3 days of deliberations, the jury could not reach a verdict. The judge declaring the case a mistrial, likely causing Jimerson to stand trial again, an outcome his mother did not want, but she's not giving up hope.
It's not over. It's been 10 years. It should be over. But you know what? We've waited 10 years. I'm going to get to touch him. He's coming home. That's my hope. That's my prayer.
The district attorney tells me he plans to take this case back to trial. He says he will get a guilty verdict the next time because he'll have more time to bring in witnesses he says links Jimerson to the murder. Jimerson's attorney tells me he plans to appeal this case to the Georgia Supreme Court, saying the 10-year delay to get to trial is in violation of his Sixth Amendment right to a speedy trial. In Dougherty County, Andy Perotti, Atlanta News First.